Welcome to week 9 on the Red Robin project. Good morning, it's week 9 on the Red Robin project and we've got an unbelievably busy week ahead. I'm feeling a little bit ropey this morning, I'll be honest. When I woke up, my throat I've got a bit of a cold, bit of man flu, but I'll live, I think. So, obviously you've seen where we've been up to and where we ended on the Saturday. All that porcelain we're going to finish off today. There's a little bit left to do, got those uprights to do, and then we are going to clean the site, get it absolutely immaculate, get rid of tools, get rid of all this, get rid of the blocks on this far side, put the tools somewhere else, because tomorrow I am going to get a digger here because we've got a lot of stuff to move. We've got all the soil to move. We've got gravel that all needs moving. We've got a stone driveway to prep. The resin driveway, but obviously the stone needs prepping. So that's why I'm going to get a digger here. It's going to be so much easier on our bodies and way quicker than we could ever do it. So digger's coming tomorrow. It's only a micro, and it will fit in. It'll fit through the gate, which is fantastic. And yeah, that's it. So I'm going to show you how to cut these miters, how we actually do it. So get this tripod set up properly. You're not going to be able to hear me, but basically, if you see that, I'm cutting this piece here. I'm dipping the grinder in on a very, very acute angle right underneath, and that's going to go all the way to create that mitre on that side. So I'll cut one. So now you can see that is now on a mitre. Now it doesn't need to be measured because I just need to make sure that back is far enough away so that when the two line up, the front lines up better than the back, because the back's never going to be seen anyway. So it doesn't need to be a full 45. It's more than a 45, but it doesn't matter. There's no need to measure it out. So, and then we come in here, and just tidy it up. And that is a beautiful mitre. Right, we're going to get these miters on. Hope you can hear me properly. Alright, so you've seen me cut them. Nice and easy to cut. Now we need to get the tile adhesive. What I do is slap it on and just give it a nice coating. And then get it on the trowel. Get it on nicely, and then it's basically going on this bit of the wall with the mitre to where this mitre is. So we'll get that in. We've already made sure that it fits dry. So we're just going in nicely. Moving it over. Slide it over. Get a mallet. Tap it on. It's actually a lot easier this because we've got our little ledge and our blocks will come up to that and the resin and hide all of that, so don't worry. Now, second one on, and then once the second one's on we can then adjust. So now we adjust. I'm just talking to the camera. So we adjust them in. Probably bring that one over. And then just check underneath. Looks pretty good to me. Can we see that? Can't really get the camera in. See it? So it lines up nicely with that. So that's all good. And that's it. They'll stay on nicely. So now, straight back to the time lapse, we'll get the rest of all them in, get it all the side mited. Harry's going to cut the rest of them now, and then over to that bit of porcelain, and then that's it. Well, good morning. It's Tuesday morning. We're back nice and early. The digger's just arrived. I'll show you. Easy lawn, as per. We've got an unbelievably busy day. Now, today everything's going to change. All that's going to go in. All this dry is going to be prepped. If we move round to the back, all that sand is going to be moved up to that top section. We're going to cut this curve in. All this side is going to be prepped. All that soil is going to be prepped on this side. All the boards, all everything out. I need to get the digger up to this top section, which is going to be fun, so that we can prep that top bit, and then the rest of the soil will be moved down into here. And yeah, then we need to get all the gravel in. Unbelievably busy day. Cannot wait. It's not something we'd usually do, getting a digger in at this point, but you know, sometimes you just got to use them to your advantage. What it's going to cost me for a digger is going to cost me 3 days in labour, and you know, it's hard work. What we need to do today is heavy graft. So, you know, sometimes using a machine just works out a lot better. So that's the plan for today. Get this curve cut in first, so that we can actually get the digger in, and then yeah, we'll crack on. So here it is, the little micro digger. Now I don't think you've seen the micro on the channel yet. Cuboita micro digger, unbelievably powerful for what they are, and they can fit in garden gates. You can actually get them through a house. So for instance, if we were doing a massive job and we didn't have enough space to get it down the back, or sometimes people build an extension on the side of the house, block off the side, but then they want the garden doing, you can get them through the house, believe it or not, which is actually unbelievable. Because imagine, you know, you've got a lot to dig, and then you can get something like this in it's still way faster than a shovel. Like, this would outperform Harry. Oh, I mean, yeah. It's an unbelievable machine, unbelievable. I love it. And it's tiny. Look how tiny the tracks are. And when you get in, those tracks move out, which I'll show you. So yeah, it'll fit through that. Fit through this gate here, nice and easy. I'm not gonna, because I don't need to. But I'm gonna get it through this gate. And yeah, just an all-round top machine. Like I say, it'll outperform Harry on a shovel. Easy. They're unbelievable machine, aren't they? For what they are.
Seen a micro.
You've never seen a micro?
No.
They're some power.
Never on our job.
Oh, we've always had the big one. Yeah.
No baby jobs around here.
Right, we need to get this cut in, don't we? First job. Cut that in. So we've had a few attempts at this, but I think we've decided between us that this is now going to be the curve. Now it goes from a gentle curve into a bit more of a curve and then an extreme curve, because we're trying to go from this is square that way, and then we're trying to get to a 90-degree angle to this way. So the curve's got to come round into that. So. And I didn't want it to be too imposing on when you first open the gate. I didn't want this curve to be right out here, because when you open the gate, I feel like it'll just throw you off. Like, it needs to just be a nice gentle curve to here, which it is, and then it runs round. So hence why this is just a very gentle, and then it goes to more of an aggressive, and then a proper, you know, radius curve that side. So, but I'm pretty happy with that, I think. Are you? Now, if we have a look from, I'll film this, we'll have a look from what it looks like up here. We'll have a look. Basically just film that so that I can watch the footage back and see. So yeah, now Harry's drawing out the line, and then, because we're pretty happy with that now, we'll draw out this line, move the block back onto the inside and get it cut. Right then, so Harry has got all of that in. We just need to get the rest of that mortar out, and then, yeah, it's all done. Looks absolutely amazing, as per. And I'll show you a quick one, exactly what that primer does. So, as you can see on that, obviously, it was only laid yesterday, so we are still a bit wet here. You can see it's still touch wet, so it's not bonded as well because it's not gone off. You know, the concrete's still very soft. You can see the concrete's soft. When all that hardens, it's absolutely solid. But on this bit, you can see the concrete's done exactly, the primer's done exactly what it needed to do. The concrete is on the back of that bed still. Look at it. That's what it's supposed to do. That's why you put primer on it. So, yeah, that's why it's there. Need to get all that concrete off now. Look at that now. That looks unbelievably good. Now, big one for you all. Exciting. It's Tuesday now, and I've looked at the weather this week, and the weather is unbelievable. Now, wasn't going to even plan on doing resin anytime soon, but I think we're going to do resin on Friday and Saturday, but it means we've got a hell of a lot of work to do. Really going to have to push on, push hard, get things done, get this driveway prepped, get the blocks in. It's going to be a right old push, but we might be able to get resin in, and customers absolutely over the moon to even hear that. So yeah, sometimes you've got to take advantage of the weather, and it looks absolutely stunning, as you can see. So yeah, we're going to go straight into a build laps. We're not going to be messing around filming all day today. We're just going to get things done. We need to just, yeah, a lot's going to happen this week. You're going to see it. So, unbelievable. Might be able to get resin in. Yeah, exciting stuff. Just give you a small update on where we're actually up to. So I've got all the lines in now and all the levels set. That's what I've just been doing. So if I show you all of these lines, so off the pillars we've got 360mm, which is the size of the border. 360mm. That line there, see it? That green line goes all the way down to the edge of that fence line. And then what we've got is another line here, and then another one on that side. So I need to make sure that my stone on this side is 50mm from that line, and on this side 70mm, so that I can get the 50mm block with a concrete bed on it. So that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to make sure all these are sufficiently done, and then yeah, that's it. So all the lines are in. I need to sort out this manhole at some point as well. And then Harry's obviously getting this side out. But yeah, because obviously we need to get the block in against this curve. So Harry's getting all the stone out to make sure that we've got enough for a concrete bed underneath it. So yeah, back to the build laps. Good morning. What a beautiful day we've got in store for us today. 19 degrees it's going to get up to today, which is unbelievable. Like the last week we had, crazy how it's just changed. Now, last night, I had an absolute nightmare trying to get that up to this level. Now, the reason why we're getting it up to this level is because we need to move all that soil. We need to excavate this side. And overall, it's going to be so much easier having that up there. And to get it up there, I built a ramp of soil all the way to the top. Don't worry about the porcelain, it's not been damaged in any way. But yeah, we're making a bit of a mess because obviously we needed to get that digger in. And I've got it in this morning, which I'm unbelievably happy about. So I'm going to switch to the time lapse now because all that soil, a lot of it needs to come down to here. And yeah, just overall busy day. I've been this morning and picked up some concrete from Easy Lawn, and Harry's now setting up all the blocks, getting them all in, and then he's going to start laying the blocks. So yeah, it's all go this morning. So yeah, we'll jump straight to the time lapse of me moving all this, and then yeah, we will crack on. So as you can see out here, I've just set this all up off camera. So we've got our lines in, 2 of them, and then I've laid the mortar bed out. I've raked it all away because I've got a nip off site now. So I've left Harry in charge. And he's putting these in. So I'll show you what he does. He dipped that into the primer. It's a nice little dip. And then you put it in, and then you just tap it down to your line. So yeah, and that's obviously this is the border for the resin. So it's all the way round. By the time I'm back, Harry will probably be finished there, and then we're going to do the rest of it. So yeah, I'll put the time lapse on Harry now. Hopefully he remembers to put a new battery in it when it runs out. Well, look at the difference an hour or two of a digger can make, even a little micro one like that. All that soil down into this planter. This planter now is going to get excavated, take that all the way round to that point, because it's planter from the edge of those tiles all the way round, and then the path meets this middle. And then obviously all that soil is for this planter here. And the gravel goes over the planter, so it's a hidden planter. It's just a way of being able to put plants in, so they've got the soil underneath, and then a little bit of a gravel over the top. And that's how that's going to be. So yeah, it's a gorgeous day. I can't believe how unbelievable the weather has changed for us. I mean, it just doesn't happen in Manchester, weather like this. So yeah, we're taking it all on our stride because it's beautiful. Sunglasses are on. I wish the shorts were on, I'll be honest. And yeah, the micro digger now has to go down. It's pretty much level now. That, I mean, I need to finally rake it, but soil will compact over time. So I'm just going to let it settle, leave it up there. We're not in a mad rush to be laying any of that anyway at this point. So I'm going to clean up all these tops, clean these, get the digger down, and then yeah, I'm just going to go around the back front now and set Harry up on another row because he's done that row, and I will go around there now and show you. Arm the opposite way, so if you put your arm out, it holds the weight and it gives traction to the front. And I just about got my wheels on, so I span round, lifted it up with the hawk, and fucking pulled myself up, pushed myself up.
So what do you do now? Put the bucket in the soil.
Yeah.
As you come down.
Yeah. Right, I'm gonna get this digger down. hopefully it goes well. It went well getting up. Well, it took 3 hours probably. And hopefully you can hear me, because I've never tried using the mic when I've been miles away from the camera. So yeah, that's all raked now as well. I've left that just in case there's little bits, and I've given myself enough, way too much room, so it'll fill that bit in. But yeah, no raking at all on that. Right, here we go. Shitting myself. That'd be sweet, this. Ha Yeah, boy. Right then, so it's pretty much the end of the day now, but not for me. I'm going to stay. Harry's gone now. It's about getting on for 4:30, and we did start early today, so to be fair. But I'm actually really happy with what he's done. I have told him this, and he'll probably see it in the video anyway, but he was on full apprentice mode today. Getting all of those blocking down the side, and he's got all this in. They're not laid yet, because I still need to get the digger out, and then obviously laid that bit. Now the mitered corners, we didn't want to just get the grinder out and cut them, so mitered corner on there, mitered corner here, and then I'm going to lay the curve tomorrow, because it's just a little bit tricky, because you can't put a string line on there. String lines help. Like I say, I lay everything off a string line. The old way is the best way, so you can see the line is in there. So yeah, I'm going to stay now, and tripod. I'm going to stay and move all of this soil. So by the end of today now, as you can see, it's looking a bit crap. Oh yeah, I have done, let me pull this tripod in, because this can't be the best footage. So yeah, steps are all dry now, so we can go up them. But as you can see, I don't know if you can fully see it, to be fair, but I've raked it all out nice and level, and I've left ourselves a little bit of a pile just in case for any little low bits. And I've obviously dug this out, because this is going to be the pathway for the entrance for the garden room. So yeah, the pathway obviously comes all the way around, pathway here, because the garden room is now the addition. And then yeah, so I'm going to move all that. That's all planter, this is all planter, and then get that pathway in, and that'll be me done for the day. So I will leave the time lapse up here somewhere nice and high, and yeah, get that in. Good morning. It's Thursday, week 9, and the sun is back out. It's actually been unbelievable weather. Like, look at it. It's coming up behind the trees. Today is the final day of getting these blocks in. Now, like I said, Harry's got all them in. Now, late last night, I was meant to get all this done. But you've obviously seen on the time lapse that I didn't. For the only reason was Jamie, the customer, has bought a drone, so that came out and that stopped play really. We're having fun, flying the drone about. So yeah, that's what we were doing. But digger's here till midday, so I'm going to make sure all this is done. Harry is on the mix already. The beauty of this stuff is you can just start laying immediately. So, yeah, Harry's out, mix is in. Harry's going to throw that in now, then that front bit, and then I'm going to do this curved section. While he's doing that, I'm going to be in the back making sure that that's sound. So yeah, we'll jump to the time lapse, either me in the back or Harry out here, because I've only got one camera. So yeah, and then resin tomorrow. Did I show you that all the resin had arrived? Don't think I did. There you go. Vuba resin. That's all the stone. Vuba. Earthcraft. It's the rest of the blocks. Vuba minerals. So all that is going on that drive and in that curve. Exciting times. Exciting times. And the mix is in the back of the van here. Looking all nice. Hello, hope you can hear me. Got my mic on. Haha. I want to show you it fitting through this little gap. So, look at the garden now. So you can see the actual path now. Actually just comes right through the garden. And it's got a nice line all the way around now. Looks brilliant. But yeah, I'm going to show you me getting this digger out. It's going to make a right mess. Put it right behind it so you can see it proper. There we go. There we go. Dig it out. Look how good this looks now. So you can kind of see, hopefully, the actual curve of the garden and the path as I walk through, and as I go up to the top, you'll really be able to see it. Look at that. That looks unbelievable. Well happy with that. Just show you what we've been doing off camera. So I have got the mitre in. So it's all nicely cut in. Obviously the cuts match, and then obviously the change of direction for the front. I'm halfway sort of through the front now. We needed to make a mix though. The only issue is, even with retarder, unfortunately, the concrete has gone off. It's rock solid, and yeah. So we know now, dry mixes, even with retarder in it, completely wrong. Like, we can't have it. Unfortunately, it just didn't work. So Harry's back on the mixer. We don't need many mixers anyway. So yeah, just got to finish this row, do the curve, finish the angles, and then that's it. We are in. So jump to the time lapse now, and yeah, straight in. Well, it's the end of the day and we've pretty much got all this in now. As you can see, the curve is very much in. The manhole's in, all the cuts. Harry's on the old bears.
Forced by the customer, I might add. Forced by the customer.
Harry's on bear. Miters in. We just need to get these miters in now. I'm not putting this bit in, as you can see here. I'm not putting this back edge in because the resin goes in this side anyway, so really it doesn't matter. We will put it in, obviously, but for now we don't need to. We're in such a rush to get it done. I'll explain that in a minute. So we're going to put the front miters in, so we've got an edge to go up to, and then we've got a front edge all the way. Now, this manhole was obviously buried, as you will have seen. I buried it earlier because I knew I'd come back to it. And then Rachel, the customer, came out and she said, I really like this manhole. It looks really nice. And then I was like, shit, we've left one out. So I had to dig it by hand and find it again. Luckily, I found it. But I'm absolutely knackered now, and so is Harry. Knackered. I'm knackered now, are you? Anything to say?
We're getting it done one way or the other.
Oh, mate, this curve looks mint though from up here. Looks unbelievable. I can't believe all this is going to be resined by Saturday.
Dinner time in the pub by 1.
Yeah, I've said he'll be in the pub by 1 o'clock Saturday morning. Or Saturday afternoon. And all that, believe it or not, all that'll be gone. I don't know how we're going to do it yet. Because I am absolutely knackered after this week. It's been such a push getting everything done. But yeah, I'll update at the end once we're actually done. Got to get this manhole in now. And then for cuts, like I said, and then we're done. So yeah, let's get it, man. Let's get it. Resin tomorrow, can't wait. I didn't think we were going to be doing resin this week, but we are, and we have. So unbelievable. Unbelievable. Well, that's the end of the day. I brought this with me to eat at dinner time, and I said, I'm not stopping until this is done, and I'm not eating it until it's done. Homemade Korean chicken, veg, rice, eggs, and I'm eating it now. What time is it? It's tea time, mate. 20 past 6. I was supposed to eat this at dinner. But Rachel's heated it up for me and it's proper, man. It's proper. It really is. I'm not packing up now. I'm done. Thank you very much. We'll see you tomorrow for the resin. Good morning, everybody. It's Friday on week 9 of the Red Robin project, and today we are doing resin bound. Vuba Mac is going down, which is the base. Vuba Mac is the base, and look at it. We actually got it done. Unbelievably hard work, and I'm just excited. I'm excited. I've been this morning to our little unit. I've got my resin mixer, which I bought last year, so it's only been used twice. This is the second time it's ever been used. So yeah, it's obviously we're not in resin season. So when I bought it, we were out of season really. So resin's really going to start kicking off now, and everybody's going to want it. So we're in perfect conditions today. It's not too warm. We don't want it too warm because it's hard work. Once you start, you can't stop. Yeah, once Harry starts on that mix, it's all go, and it's knackering. I'm on the floor. Now, I've got a power float, but it's not working at the moment, so unfortunately, I'm going to have to hand trowel it all in. But I've hand troweled many resin driveways in before, so it's not something I'm not used to. So yeah, let me show you where we're up to. So Harry's, that's all done. We've prepped all that area, and all the stone is now whacked. Harry's been and just compacted this. I mean, it's been compacted and compacted and compacted. So we're not in a. It was just basically the top layer. So we've had the whacker out. That's all been prepped. Now we've got this mesh fabric, which Vuba brought out not that long ago. So this goes down on the floor, overlapping, and it just adds strength, and prevents cracking. So yeah, it's never going to be seen, but it does a very important job. And then yeah, all the Vuba Mac is over there ready. Harry's just coming out from a shot. You might be able to see him there in the far distance. There he is. See if he notices. There we go. So yeah, set up. Now we just got set up the mixer. I've been at Screwfix this morning. He's got some gloves, because resin, you do not want to get it on your skin, because trust me, we've both learnt the hard way and we won't be doing it again. So gloves, double gloves, and plenty of white spirit, and some WD-40 to keep all the trowels clean and stuff. So yeah, we're going to jump to a time lapse of us just getting this mesh in, and then I'll try and do some videos of me troweling it in later on. But like I say, once we start with this, we cannot stop. So it's for a filming day. It's not really a filming kind of day, just a time lapse kind of day. So yeah, I think Harry is unbelievably excited. Yeah, all fueled up. I am. No. So I just want to show you a little trick. So the resin's notoriously hard. That's the whole point of it, is because yeah, it sets unbelievably hard and it's very hard wearing. When it gets on your trowels, it does not come off. You can see how hard that is. Yeah, that will not come off. Now, I saw a trick online thanks to my mate Kieran. He told me this and it works an absolute treat. You will not believe how easy this comes off. I should have a mask on, by the way, but I'm just showing you. Show you outside now. That is so good. That was, mate, I literally showing it on the camera. I was like, this does not come off. 5 seconds on the burn and it comes off. Unbelievable. Which means we don't even have to clean as we go now, because you just let it set and you can always get it off. It never doesn't come off. So what a trick that is, honestly, man. It's not good for your lungs, but I've smoked worse. Look, you can see it bubbling. And then we just slide off. And now you'd never know that trowel even ever had resin on it. That is unbelievable. Right then, we're all set up now. Everything's ready. The mesh is down. That's all ready to go. My mat's over there. My trowels are ready. The white spirit is in the box. WD-40 is here. Everything. Harry's got everything prepped. Is that all the stone in there now? Yeah. So that's one mix.
And that's mixed with stones there as well.
So this is the Vubermac mix. You've got 4 bags of that, and then there's 4 bags of just recycled stone that they've just reused, 12.5 kilos. Bear in mind, this isn't being seen, so all those different colours literally does not matter. And then you pour that into the mixer and let that mix. And then Harry round here will mix part A and part B. So that's part A and that's part B. And they get mixed in together, small into the big. That gets mixed for 90 seconds. So then, on the dot, the timer's here. So that gets mixed, 90 seconds, and then he'll reset that timer for 4 minutes and 10 seconds. That gives him then time to get that up on here, get that resin in. And after 4 minutes, that will be mixed, and it goes straight into this barrow and straight onto the floor. And it works like a well-oiled machine because it has to. Everything's got to go perfect. So yeah, it never stops, does it? So yeah, we're pretty much ready to go. We've just had a coffee brought out for us, so we're going to have a quick 5-minute settler, and then it's all go. It's basically going from nothing to sprinting, isn't it? Yeah, we're sprinting a marathon today. That's the endurance needed to do resin. And I'm going to trowel it in with this bad boy. So, yeah. To the build laps. To the resin laps. Right then. First mix. We're going to film the first mix and then we're just going to jump straight into the resin laps. So, yeah, give himself a few seconds. Oh no, pour it in first. Yeah. I'll press that for you. So this goes in here.
You ready?
Yep.
It's my favourite bit, this.
Look at that.
It's the colours, the shimmer. The shimmer. Running away my camera.
So this gets mixed now. Mixer's on now. This has already been pre-mixed. So that mix is in there. That's a lovely sound for a morning. Back over here.
Put me one lid down there for me paddles. Put one of them little lids on the floor for me, please.
Yeah. 28 seconds. Oh, resin day. 15 seconds. Yeah, I'll do. Here we go. Yeah. 4, 10. Yeah, go.
Blood straight on my fingers.
And there we go. That now just mixes for 4 minutes. And we'll come back when that's done. So now, No, with this stuff you can.
You don't literally have to go like at first with the shelter stuff, it's all weren't it?
Yeah.
Now you know it does take a while.
6 seconds, you ready? So Harry is going to pull the plug now. Yeah, pull it. So that just gets nicely emptied. Pretty much it, that. Don't even need to scrape it. Just straight in with the next batch. Keep it spinning. Whip it over now with me. Here we go. So I'm going in here. I've got everything set up here.
Yes.
Yeah. Just put it down and I'll finger it.
Got a minute. Look at you on there.
Ready? It just gets poured in nice.
The screen's not lit up and I've got resin on my hands, so I don't know what you're looking at. And that's mine.
And pretty much just gets raked in.
Look for that. Male performance there.
It's gone far that mix, hasn't it?
Smells like pub at 2 o'clock this. Stinks of it. Stinks of it. Might be getting a bit ahead of myself there. And I'll leave you to him and go throw my next mix on.
Come on. Just get a little finger of me doing it in.
Pause it.
No.
Keep it going.
Yeah. Just get me one of me, just put it a little bit in. That's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. Back to the resin laps now. Harry's going to throw another mix on the resin laps. Well, this is it. The last mix of the day. Someday. Now I know the time lapse has been going all day, but it's now. Can you even see that? It's 10 to 5. Time's the first mix out, 10?
Yeah.
So that's a solid 6 hours just gone, absolutely gone for it. And it's a moment of truth really, because we've got one mix left. Let me just explain the contingency that we set. So every time I've done a resin drive, and I've done a few now, we never have enough base, or we've got very little, or we just about have enough. So this time, and the last time I did it, I added more. So I said, price the base at 40 mil instead of 30 mil, and then add 20%, we'll definitely have enough. We've got one mix left. And I'm just confused yet again, because I don't know how every single time, I don't know how much I need to add. Like, do I need to add 30% more? I've told them, I was like, look, I'm always, I told Phil at Colour Pave, I said, never have enough base, always, it's always very, very close. So we've got 8 square metres to do on the path, so we need another 3 mixes, which it's not the end of the world. At least we've got enough to finish this, that's the main thing. So yeah, Harry's now going to film me getting this in. He's just getting rid of the rest of the stuff. Now we're going to clean this mixer in the morning. Back in the day, we'd spend 3 hours cleaning this now, but it's just so much easier to...
We'll show you.
Yeah, we'll show you in the morning. We're basically going to set fire to it. And I know that sounds extreme, but trust me, it's not. That's it. What's it doing? I'll bring that out for now. I'll need more in there. Just can't see. Going to leave the grid out if I need to. Gonna get that bit in. I can live with that. Right, trowel this in. The final bit. Is he gonna bring a beer out? Yeah. I can't do it.
Can't do what?
Couldn't get it from there. That's Maddie just said, Jamie, get that beer ready, and you turned up. We're just filming the last bit.
It's weird, it's now so quiet, but it's so loud all day, the music's blasting back and up to go. I don't like it.
It's the moment of truth. It's a deathly silence. The moment of truth. Have we got enough? Mine is. That's mad. The rest of that can get filled up. Done. Thank Christ for that. Oh my God, my back. What? Sitting down. Do you know what? I've done the whole thing as well in one pair of gloves. Not because I'm tight, but just because.
I've had to have 3 because they've been melting through.
Look at that.
They've been going through the gloves.
Fuba Mac. Done. Unbelievable. What a day that has been. I hope you enjoyed the time, lots of us doing it. That's the end of the day. We'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good morning. Hello, it's Saturday. Another resin day today, and it's dry. I'm on it. It's dried beautifully. You won't be able to drive a car on it, but foot traffic, it has gone off, and it's still sticky. So, still a little bit sticky, which is good. So, let's get another layer of mesh down, which is what I'm going to do now. Harry's cleaning the mixer. I've just been helping him do that, so that's what we've been doing. The sun is right in my eyes. And then we need to sort out the mixes just to see what's what you know, what's going in the mix, because there's multiple different bags and we need to figure out what goes in what. So we need to do that. And then, yeah, pretty much straight on it again, laying this top layer. It's looking incredible. Like, it looks unbelievable. We've got the sledge coming out as well today, which you'll see. Sledge is a really good asset to when you're doing resin drives. Trust me, you'll see what I mean when I bring it out. I have no idea why they call it a sledge, but they do. So, yeah, we will get everything set up, and I'll give you another update before we start, once we've set up, and then we're straight into it laying. So, yeah, unbelievably beautiful day as well. Come on. Right, finally, we're on. All the stones in the mixer, ready. We've got Kinner Park, that's the colour. So, that means that it is a Fina quartz, 2 to 5 mil, one bag of that. One bag of the Paloma marble, 1 to 3. One of them. One of these, 2 of these, which is the Nero marble, 2 to 5 mil. And then we've got a binding quartz. One of those binding quartz, and then obviously part A and part B. So yeah, pretty much 90 seconds on that again, and then resin in, then the binding quartz, and then let it mix for 2.5 minutes, and then straight out, straight over here into the sledge. So the mesh is gone on. The mesh is already underneath. That's the more integral part. This bit, I've put it exactly where the cars are going to be sat. When it's pedestrian, this isn't as, it's not needed as much. And then this is the sledge. So I've set this at the height of just above the blocks, as you can see. So as I pull this sledge, we fill that with resin, with the mix, with the barra, and then we pull this along and it sets it at 20 mil. You'll see, it's a lot easier for me to show you and explain it. So yeah, that's the crack with that. Everything is ready. It's an absolutely beautiful day. We've got the reggae going today. And yeah. Reggae boy. And yeah, that's it. We're pretty much ready to go, man. Are we ready to go?
Ready?
I'm definitely ready. Sledge is set up. That's going. You just need a fucking first mix on. So we'll film the first mix, show you the sledge working, and then back on the time lapse for the full job. And then we'll show you the last mix going in. So yeah, everything's clean. Trials are all good. Gloves. Gloves. None of us have got gloves on. There we go. Harry's just about starting. Yep, Howell's not got his thing, he's not prepared. This is a great start.
You did have it.
Ah.
Howell's confused how this goes black, not gonna lie.
It's a stone. Stone's black, it just looks white. Second you pour that in, you'll see.
She's thick. She's thick. Another one.
2, 1. My things won't work. 2.5.
You were leaving that on while you put the bindings walked in.
Yeah.
And you're just leaving it to mix itself, yeah. Come back.
And get the rest of that out. Quick though, because you're on. Yeah. Hold you. Black and white, boy. So we're nearly ready now, yeah? There we go.
Beautiful colour.
It's a very nice colour. It just empties itself beautifully. All mixed, yeah.
Look at that, it's beautiful. Look at that.
Yeah. Right, so I've already prepped, so we just go straight into the sledge. And we pull that. How'd you like that?
I love you and leave it at
You love that sledge, don't you? Look at that. That is unbelievably cool. Unbelievably cool. What a purchase that was. Yeah. Well, that's it for another week. We've obviously finished, and I'm knackered. I'm absolutely knackered. We've had a beer, and it's time to wrap up the video. I mean, it looks unbelievable. I will go through it next week and show you, you know, the ins and outs of it, show it up close, get it, you know, I just want it to dry now. It's, yeah, what a day. My hands are just red raw from troweling it in all day. But yeah, unbelievable week. We've got all of this done. This path is pretty much ready. That top section's ready. The Red Robin project is very, very close to being finished. And then we've got to tackle the garden room project, which potentially is going to start next week. And we've just literally sent a drone up to show exactly what it looks like. I'm going to put a photo on of the 3D imaging that I did from above. It's like a bird's eye view of the 3D image that I did of the plan. And then I'll put the footage of the drone on. So that's going to end this video. And yeah, thanks for watching. It's been an unbelievable week. I'm absolutely knackered. 6 days prepping this drive. So yeah, thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe, comment, share, and all that jazz. But yeah, until next week, thank you very much for watching. See you later.